Once we have selected the location, we can begin to build our city. The screen displays a landscape divided by a grid. On each tile of this grid, you can place a building. The bigger the building, the more tiles it will use. Some tiles cannot be built at all. Each and every important element of the user interface has a tooltip that will appear if we let the mouse hover over it a few moments. To begin to build, we will interact with the floating dock interface to the right. The interface has two main buttons. The upper one will bring options to build housing and offices. The lower one will allow us to build roads, industries, and commercial centers. Clicking a second time on the button will close the interface panel. Whether we click on the upper or lower button, we have access to three additional buttons and a bulldozer icon to erase any building we placed. The first button will allow us to toggle the grid on or off. The grid helps in placing the buildings, but the view of the city is more aesthetical without it. We then have the load and save buttons in order to either load previous city designs or save the one we are actually working on. Let's begin by building some houses. First, we select the model we want to build by clicking on it. We can notice that the shadow underneath the cursor has changed size to reflect the size of the house to be built. We just have to click to build. But we can also build multiple houses quickly by holding the right mouse button and moving the cursor around. It is impossible, though, to build on top of an already built tile. We can place all the buildings in the map the exact same way. The interface can be minimized by just clicking on the gray bar, leaving a much better view of the screen in order to build the city.